What's going to be changing in Bounty Hunting version 2 in Star Citizen, and what is going on with it right now in game? Stay tuned to find out. What's up, guys? This is Nathan, or COD. Usually play in most games. Wanted to kind of touch base on the current status of the bounty hunting profession in Star Citizen. Currently, of course, you've got your basic entry level, very low risk targets, going all the way up to extreme risk targets. Some of the very low risk, of course, you can start off. You can usually use a starter ship. You can kind of get up to medium risk targets with those if you're not bad at it. I'm not the best at it, so I usually go to low risk. They are working on rep, things like that, and just kind of makes it where it's a good entry level to get into learning to fly the ships, things like that. Now, as you can see here, you've actually got the mobiGlass pulled up where you can choose between, of course, a regular NPC target that you're going to track. Of course, right here you can see I've got the very low risk target because I barely ever do them. But you also have the option to track a player character. This one's one that just has to be in the game that I'm in right now. And of course, you can always track those. You can count them down. But of course, once they get rid of the crime stat, usually right now they go away and you don't have the bounty to be able to pick up anymore. Most people will ask if you want their bounty and stuff every now and then from what I've seen, but that does depend on the player as well. The extreme risk targets, once you start getting higher up, of course, you want to do that with a group of people if you can. Use stronger ships, better equipped, all that stuff. Now, as far as what they are planning to do with Bounty Hunting version 2, they're looking at a lot of different things. This is going to bring in some comparisons from one of my favorite MMOs from the past as well, good old Star Wars Galaxies. Bounty Hunting in that definitely had a very wide array of stuff you could do. So as far as what they're looking at and planning with Star Citizen, they're going to allow us to track criminals on the mobiGlass, an appellant to like distress beacons, comm arrays, ATCs or air traffic control. Looks like we're going to be able to go into cameras. We're going to get some NPC informants, things like that. Comparing that to how Star Wars Galaxies was, I remember once me and my cousin Derek were being chased by a bounty hunter all over the galaxy. He was using droids. He was using me as an informant as well, which I thought was funny. Didn't realize it at first. He was tracking me, and where I was in a group with my cousin. Yeah, made it quite fun. Very easy for it. But usually you could go pick up bounties. You could go to terminals. You could get bounties on other people. I put a bounty on my cousin once, and of course he got tracked down. Somebody killed him, took the bounty. Is that kind of the stuff that we're going to see in Star Citizen when this comes out? Are we going to be able to put larger bounties on it? When it comes to the crime stat, are they going to be able to remove their crime stat like they can now, but also remove that bounty? Or is that bounty going to stick? I know hunting NPCs is going to be very different because you're basically going to pick up a mission out of the mobiGlass, go do the mission, and you're good to go. Once Quanta comes in, of course, we don't know exactly how that's going to go as far as the bounties there. But when it comes to player characters, how are we going to get these bounties done if you can remove the crime stat? And then what happens with the bounty at that point? Is it gone? Do we have to put it back on? What are we going to do in that particular case? What are we expecting all this to kind of come out to? I know it says that they're going to give us informants. They're going to let us use the informants. They're going to give us some tools, things like that. But what exactly are we looking at? I know Star Wars Galaxies had droids you could use. You could send them up in the atmosphere and all that stuff. They would actually kind of give you a generalized area where that person was. You could track them down that way. I don't think they actually knew that they were being tracked until it was too late, but it definitely gives you more of a gameplay element there on it with bounty hunting to see what's going on. Are we going to be able to use certain tools? I know the informants can definitely give us some information, kind of a generalized area, but again, that comes back to the crime stat. Once they remove that crime stat, are we still going to be able to be chasing them down as a bounty hunter? It's definitely information that we want to find out, but we don't yet know, and we're hoping we can get some more info on it here soon so that we can get definitely that answer. And when it comes to that crime stat, like I said, once they remove it, is the bounty I placed on someone still going to stand, or is that going to get removed as well? What happens there? Do I just lose the money I put up for it, or can someone still go and collect it? And these are just things that I've kind of thought about a little bit on it, but definitely tell me what you're thinking about in the comments. What aspects of this are you looking forward to? What are you afraid of that's going to happen with it? And what more do you actually want to see with it? As well as, of course, what more do you want to see on my channel here as well? Like, subscribe, leave comments below. Definitely tell me what you want to see. I'm going to link my Star Citizen playlist. Got a few tours, things like that in it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Again, thank you. Have a good day.